Hello all, my name is Christina and it's a horrible day here in the UK. It's been raining all day, so I thought I'm going to make a review video, and the review is going to be about the TVS method. TVS stands for the Vocalist Studio and is a singing method devised by Robert Lunte. A bit to my background, I'm, well, like maybe many of you that are watching this, I've been singing most of my life, starting in school choirs, starting in church choirs, and I've moved on over the years, had all sorts of singing teachers, all sorts of voice coaches. I've dabbled in classical, pop, jazz, you name it. Earlier this year, or rather to be precise, at the end of last year, so at the end of 2019, I thought it was about time to bring my voice back up to speed. So I'd been singing in a band before, I'd been singing solo, but prior to the end of last year, 2019, I hadn't really been singing at all for a good couple of years. Life got in the way. Yes, I was missing it. And yes, right now, and we're talking October 2020, if it wasn't for COVID, I would probably be in a band. However, I started in earnestly with the TVS method at the beginning of 2020. I'd also learned with other online methods before, and I must say, I love all my singing teachers. I love all my vocal coaches. They've taught me a lot. All the online courses have been very beneficial. And this time, at the end of 2019, I researched a lot of courses out there because I was quite serious. I wanted to train my voice back to its original shape, but even better than that, of course. I didn't quite know what I was going to do about it, or with it rather, but I miss the singing. As I'm sure all of you who sing and play an instrument know, it's something that's in the heart, it's something that's in the mind, it's something that's in the soul. Once you sing or play an instrument, you're always an instrumentalist, you're always a singer. It's something I simply cannot live without. So I researched all the programs very, very thoroughly, and Robert Lunte's TVS method came out trumps for me. Why? Because it looked as if it was the most comprehensive. So I purchased it, I purchased the method, and I purchased the book that goes with it. Here it is. I know you can't. Oh, yes, you can. Here we are. The 4 Pillars of Singing. Here we go. That's the book that goes with the TVS method. So I purchased that together with the full online course. And I'm saying the full online course because Robert also does some short courses on Udemy. I don't have any experience of them, but judging by his main course, they must surely be very good as well. So off I went with the TVS method, really starting at the beginning of this year. And boy, yes, it is comprehensive. So much so, I'll be completely honest, for the first couple of weeks, I was like a rabbit in headlights. I was completely frozen. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know where to begin. There's a training course, there's some lectures, there's this, there's that. At the beginning, I thought, oh my God, this is complicated. Where do I start? But rest assured, if you think the same, do what is normally best in life to do. Just persevere. So I started with the onsets. I started with the ways of starting a note. Robert Lunte and the TVS method has various onsets. So having prepared my rehearsal space and having prepared the songs I'd like to be able to sing at the end, I started with the onsets and then I just went on from there. And once I'd started, boy, it was brilliant. Really, really good. I will say this, I didn't start as a beginner, but as I said before, my voice had really been out of action for a couple of years. So fast forward to October 2020, and I do not rehearse the method every day, not even every other day. But my voice has improved so much, so God only knows what I could achieve if I rehearsed the amount of hours and, well, minutes and days that Robert recommends. So if you want to get something really exciting out of your voice, then I'd certainly stick to that if I was you. In short, I can really, having tried many methods and they all have their place, okay? But as an overall, all-encompassing method that really gives you depth, that gives you good practices, that gives you good tutorials, and most of all, Robert's, well, enthusiastic way of delivery has come up trumps for me. So what are my biggest takeaways from the TVS method so far? First of all, and something that Robert puts emphasis on very early on, is the cry mode. The cry mode has been really an eye-opener for me. The cry mode has enabled me to sing more freely, to reach the higher notes much more easily, to just really become fearless when it comes to trying out new styles, to new music, because I know that my voice is not going to break, that the vocal cords are going to remain nice and open. So I'm not an expert in the various technical stuff, but the cry method has really been very useful for me. You may wonder, what is the cry method? Well, it's simply singing something as if you're crying. I will demonstrate very shortly. Forgive the sound. It's not meant to sound pretty, but it really, for me, has meant that I have been able to just really reach difficult passages, reach difficult notes, of bridging any fear of singing something by, when I needed the pitch, when I needed the note, to just cry harder. Okay, I'm going to just sing a very short vowel passage in cry mode. And what I did, according to Robert's also instructions, was first I would say something in normal speaking mode as I'm talking with you here now. Then I would say the same thing in crying mode, because I'm really, really sad and I'm almost crying. I'm so much in tears. And this is when you say something in crying mode. This is what it sounds like. And then I would just go over to sing some vowels in the same mode, like see? And you could sing a whole song like that. But for me, practicing and bearing in mind that cry mode has made a lot of difference. And I keep remembering to this day, when I cannot reach a tone, a note, or when I just have trouble with something, perhaps the pitching, then I'll just cry harder. And for me, it opens it all up. This may not be correct in technical terms, in TVS terms, so please forgive me, Robert, if I'm not explaining this terribly correct, but this is just how it works for me. And of course, I can only speak for myself. The second items, if you so want, on the TVS agenda that have made a big difference for me is to practice the, hold on a second. I'm going to read this out because I've written it down for me, is to practice suggested onsets. So in TVS, an onset is a way we're starting to note. And of course, depending on what note it is, we want to start it in the right way. So he suggests onsets that that given good open glottis, freedom and placement in the head voice, these are windy consonants, like huh, hey, hey, ha, hey. He suggests plosive consonants that give a good larynx dampening. You'll learn all about this, don't worry. P, b, k. And he suggests nasal consonants that give a good compression and balance of respiration. M, n, ng. So don't let yourself be scared by this. It sounds rather perhaps theoretical at the moment. That's because it is, but it'll all make sense. And what I do when I warm up is I practice the various onsets. So there's the edging onsets, giving your voice an edge, really. Hey, hat, quick, quack, hey, hey. Niet, that's no in Russian. Jetzt, that's now in German. So anything that's way, hat, quake, quack, you can see it sounds edgy, right? Or you can hear rather. Then he has the curbing onsets. These give another tone. Hot, woman, win, hit, should, would, woman. So woman, hit. It gives more of a curvature. That's at least how I see it. And then he has the neutral onsets that give a very neutral medium placement, if you so want. La, ah, aha, ma, la, ha, ha. Gives a lovely placement there. So I practice these onsets before every warm-up because every song that you sing is going to involve some edging vowels, A, or it's going to involve some curbing vowels, woman, no cry, or it's going to involve some neutral vowels, hey, well, and all that. A bit of a mix there. So, without boring you any longer, because I'm assuming you're watching this because you have not bought this course yet, these are the two things, the vocal cry and the onsets, that thus far have made the biggest difference to me. In summary, the TVS method is comprehensive. The TVS method is thorough. The TVS method, as far as I'm concerned, will bring you success, whatever your vocal problem is, or even if you're just a complete beginner, have never sung a note in your life before, then I'd suggest invest in this course. And if you have a question, perhaps you're wondering whether you should invest in one of the short courses before on Udemy and other learning platforms, or whether you should buy the full course, Robert is a very approachable individual. In fact, he's surprisingly approachable. So just go on the website. You'll find the link below and get in touch with him if there's anything you're unsure about. And obviously browse the website so you can find out what this is all about and find your way through a little bit. Now, I have not taken a singing lesson with Robert thus far. Would I do it if I had to? Yes, I would. For me, singing at the moment is just fun. It's just being loose, being free. I don't want it to end up in work. As I said, I've sung for many years, so I just enjoy my singing. But nonetheless, I do want to sound free. I don't want anything constrictive. No, I do want to sound good, free, comfortable, fearless, and after all, confident, whether I'm singing for myself or whether I'm singing in public. And I believe I have achieved that with the TVS method. I've still got a lot to go through, but I believe that you can achieve that too. So check out the website, link below, check out the Facebook group, and you'll automatically get an invite once you've joined the TVS method. The Facebook group is very good. It's very knowledgeable, very encouraging. So I would definitely recommend, if you get the course, join the Facebook group. And if there's anything you're unsure about, then get in touch with Robert, the maestro, the coach himself. He's a great guy. And I will leave you with some singing samples, because you might well be saying, well, she's talked a lot now, but can we hear her sing? And fair enough. There's a few songs that are coming up, and the first version, they're not complete songs, but the first version is always a song prior to TVS. The second version is the song after TVS. The first one's Chandelier from Sia. The second one's All That Jazz from the musical Chicago. And then I've recorded It's a Man's World and a classical song called O Mio Bambino Caro. I just want to showcase a few styles for you. I recorded those all today. Nothing fancy, just on Audacity. Yes, I did a bit of compression and a bit of normalization, but other than that, what you hear is what you get. So version number 1 is pre-TVS. Version number 2 is post-TVS, and you'll be the judge. So don't delay. Get the TVS method today. If you really want to improve your song, doesn't matter whether you're a beginner, doesn't matter whether you're a seasoned singer, regardless of what genre you like, check out this method. Stick with it, and you will achieve success. Enjoy the samples, and let me know what you think. Ciao.
Sun is up, I'm a mess, got out of now, I gotta run from this. Here comes the shame, here comes the shame. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Throw them back till I lose count. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. I'm gonna live like tomorrow it doesn't exist. I'm gonna fly like a bird through the night, feel my tears as they dry. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier, but I'm holding on for dear life. Won't look down, won't open my eyes. Keep my glass full until morning light, 'cause I'm just holding on for tonight. Help me, I'm holding on for dear life. Won't look down, won't open my eyes. Keep my glass full until morning light, 'cause I'm just holding on. Sun is up, I'm a mess. Wanna run from here, wanna run from this. Here comes the shame, here comes the shame. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drink. Throw 'em back till I lose count. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier. I'm gonna live like tomorrow doesn't exist, like it doesn't exist. I'm gonna fly like a bird through the night, feel my tears as they dry. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, from the chandelier, but I'm holding on for dear life. Won't look down, won't open my eyes. Keep my glass full until morning light, 'cause I'm just holding on for tonight. Help me, I'm holding on for dear life. Won't look down, won't open my eyes. Keep my glass full until morning light, 'cause I'm just holding on. Find a flask, we're playing fast and loose, and all that jazz. Right up here is where I store the juice, and all that jazz. Come on, babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you lucky Lindy never flew so high. How could he land in all the stratosphere to do that jazz? Ooh, I'm gonna see my Shiva shimmy shake, and all that jazz. Ooh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break, and all that jazz. Show her where to park her girdle. Oh, her mother's blood would curdle if she'd hear her baby's square, and all that jazz. Oh, I'm no one's wife, but oh, I love my life, and all that jazz. That jazz. Find a flask, we're playing fast and loose, and all that jazz. Right up here is where I store the juice, and all that jazz. Come on, babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you're lucky Lindy never flew so high, 'cause in the stratosphere, how could you lend an ear to all that jazz? Ooh, you're gonna see your Shiva shimmy shake, and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break, and all that jazz. Show her where to park her girdle. Oh, her mother's blood would curdle if she'd hear her baby's queer, for all that jazz. Ooh, you're gonna see your Shiva shimba, shimmy, shake. Hey, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break, and all that jazz. Show her where to park her girdle. How mother's blood would curdle if she'd hear her baby scream for all that jazz. No, I'm no one's wife, but I love my life, and know that jazz, that jazz. This is a man's world, and this is a man's world, but it would be nothing, nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road. Man made the trains to carry the heavy load. Man made the electric light to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. Whew, but it would be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. Oh, mio bambino caro, mi piace bene.